Hello everyone. Hello. I hope you're having a great Saturday. It's it's quite sunny at the moment in UK, or well, in my town where I live, not across UK. We're expecting a heat wave for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. So it's weird with weather here in UK. Hello everyone. Hello and good evening to you, subs from Indonesia, and hello Ricardo from Italy. 4 p.m. in Italy. Yeah, I'm very pleased when my small channel live streams brings people across the world talk about the topic that we all enjoying. And that is the Samsung DeX. I'll watch a Z full review until the live is really starting. I watched the Samsung Unpacked live, and after that I watched a couple reviews about Z Fold and Z Flip by MKBHD and the Linus Tech Tips. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit angry on Samsung because this is like second year in a row they're doing this Unpacked kind of thing and not mentioning DeX, so doesn't really gives a lot of hope that they're actually doing anything with that. So time will tell. Time will tell if they actually keep developing Samsung DeX. Let's see who else gonna join. That's in Samsung Z Fold. I mentioned Ricardo's comment, fantastic Samsung Z Fold, free good smartphone. I was talking on a previous live stream last Saturday and I think Saturday before that currently the smartphones that Samsung selling, not one single one of them is appealing for me, just because their lack of headphone jack, their lack of micro SD expandable storage, and if you haven't watched the Linus Tech Tips LTT review on Samsung Z Fold, he's griped that Android apps behaving differently on the Z Fold phone compared to any other Android phone, and similar problem I'm getting as well. It's just it's in the Linus case, he's not happy about how the YouTube app performing on other phones, so he's still daily driving Note 9. And because the YouTube app works differently on Note 9, the YouTube app works differently on a Z Fold 2 compared to Z Fold 3 compared to Note 9. So all three phones made by Samsung, and they're using the same app, which is YouTube app, and it works differently. So that's what's similar issue I do get as well. I just, if I'll go and get the new phone, I don't have any hopes that is gonna just behave same as, obviously it's gonna be faster because it's newer phone, more RAM and etc. I have not a lot of hopes that it's gonna perform same or better than my Note 9. So I'm sticking with my Note 9. So that's basically what it is. Right, what I've been doing on the past week, just messing around with Samsung DeX. About 3 weeks ago, I started to mess around with the Raspberry Pi and creating Docker servers here in my house and etc. When What is the best video editing program on Samsung DeX? Number 1 is KineMaster, and number 2 would be Power Director Pro or Power Director 10. Let me quickly show it to you. Director. Here we go. Let's get this running. So I'm installing Power Director, and I'm installing the KineMaster as well. Ads. I don't like ads. Go away. Open up. Here we go. I've done a couple of videos as you see. Here we go. Let's try Power Director first. So this is, by the way, running on my Galaxy Tab S6 Samsung DeX. So we're gonna say new project, edit project, add a video. Okay, let's add this. Let's add this one. Click add, and here we go. And I can edit a video, and this works. Okay, Power Director works okay. I've been using Power Director at the start of my YouTube channel. I was editing a lot of videos using Power Director. So if we're gonna just go here, I'm gonna say split. I'm gonna go here, split. We're gonna take this out, and I think delete works, or backspace. No. So delete this clip. So works okay. The number 1, in my opinion, would be KineMaster. KineMaster is the best video editing app you can get on Android ecosystem. It just feels almost like professional. It's for $3.99 a month or $22.5 a year, and I was paying £23 a year subscription for this, and I was using it for quite a while. Right now it's just my editing process slightly changed, so I don't use that anymore, the KineMaster, but I do recommend KineMaster to try out. You can use KineMaster for free with no problems. You will get all the features that that the pro version, that the paid version will have. You will get every single same feature. It's just the thing with the free version, the watermark will show up at the top right hand corner. I'm just looking for something to add that will not basically be too much personal kind of thing. So let me check. Can I add this? Yeah, that will do. So here we go. I just added a video, and just gonna say, I think S is for cut from a left, D is cut from in the middle. Here we go. Cut this. The problem on any video editing software on Android, you can't really like zoom in at the moment. Oh no, you can. Is click and hold. Here we go. So we're gonna say delete, backspace, delete this. So we're just gonna click here. D is for split, F I think for cut on the right, and S is cut on the left. And it's a lot of things you can do: speed, graphics, overlay. You can add layers, so it's at the moment like layer 1, you can go all the way to like 20 layers or so. So KineMaster would be the #1 choice if you want to go and start editing videos properly. And you go, you get the watermark, and to remove watermark you have to pay. And I was using it for quite a while, so I do recommend KineMaster. Right, let's go back to what I was doing. Okay, the heat is starting to build up. Like I said, the heat wave is coming into UK. So we're gonna get a lot of nice burning days. Apparently KineMaster on a Samsung S8 Plus DeX mode works differently. Well, it could be. I haven't noticed any difference between my Note 9 and the Galaxy Tab S6. I mean, KineMaster works same on my Note 9 and Galaxy Tab S6. So, but yeah, S8 Plus is quite old phone, and I think it's maybe one or two One UI versions behind from rest of the pack. So it could be that yeah, it's behaving differently. Just because Samsung's One UI version is slightly like older, because my Note 9 is on 2.5 and my Galaxy Tab S6 I think is on One UI 3.0, I think. Let's have a quick check. I can't tell you straight away off top of my head if it's about the tablet. No, wrong place. 3.1. So my Galaxy Tab S6 is 3.1 or Android 11. Apparently my Galaxy Tab S6 will get Android 12 update. That's what rumor says online. So I hope it's gonna happen. And my Note 9 has already been excluded from upgrade. So this is definitely not gonna happen. My Note 9 definitely not gonna get update. I'm just doing some things here while I have time. So I'm messing around with the Raspberry Pi and clusters and stuff. So while I'm doing this live stream, I can do this on the side as well. So I'm just wondering if it's gonna auto refresh. Okay, it did, but did it every 15 seconds. Can I actually increase that? Oh yeah. What is the best screen recording app with crop screen recording for Samsung? Best screen recording app I use is just called Screen Recorder. I'll quickly show it to you. Screen Recorder. I should have that installed. Here we go. Screen Recorder. App info. Screen Recorder Why is not showing up? This is weird. Last time I checked, it was like #1. Well, I mean, not #1. It was one of the first search results. So where is it? Screen recorder free. By the way, the screen recorder, here we go. That's the one. So a screen recorder. It works great. It picks all the Samsung DeX resolutions. When you start, you will get this pop up on the middle of a screen. Actually, I can try to show it to you now. Screen recorder. So you start. Let's delete this. If you go to settings, there's a bunch of things you can change. So under resolutions, as you can see, you can pick up quite a lot. Not all of them will be recorded properly because of Samsung DeX, because Samsung DeX doesn't allow you to change resolution that drastically as Windows allows you. So right now, as you can see, I'm basically connected to 1080p monitor, so that's what I get. But I can use screen record app, screen record Samsung DeX on the ultra-wide monitor. And what this app is amazing about, you can while you screen recording, you can record in-game audio. So mic, uncompressed voice or internal sound. And if you connect to a mic and you connect USB mic to your Samsung DeX setup, it will record USB mic input. But it's not going to record your in-game audio, so you can choose. You need to choose you want in-game audio or you want voiceover. But that's what's going to happen. But screen recorder app works great. Screen cropping, if you mean that you want to, let's say, I want to screen record this part of the screen, but I don't want to record anything else. I don't think the app exists for that. For screen recording apps is full screen or nothing. That's basically what that is. If you, by the way, FYI, if you will try to screen record wireless DeX, I don't think that's going to work, because the wireless DeX using similar API connection, similar like scripts and stuff to output wireless DeX. The same connection, same code line is being used to screen record. So you can't screen record the wireless DeX as far as I remember. I might be totally wrong, but I think that's what's happening. Okay, next one is how to get the KineMaster full screen. How do you get? Well, okay, so inside the Samsung DeX, there is a thing called Samsung DeX Labs. I think you can go through settings. Let me quickly try. So if you go DeX, and it should be Labs, force apps to resize. I got that activated. And if you activate the developer options, it should be somewhere at the bottom. Here we go. Force activities to be resizable and enable freeform window. I got these two enabled as well. And because I got these two enabled, I can actually go and do this. Why this is, oh yeah, the settings. That's why I can go KineMaster and run it in the full screen. If I do Windows button or meta key up, arrow is going to full screen, or down arrow is going to be minimized, to the left, to the right, full screen, and etc. And if you basic Windows key and pressing down multiple times is minimizes. Okay, subs. Yeah, S8 Plus is old. I bought it 1 year ago with broken screen only for $25. I bought because I needed a phone that my data phone is a 5 to 10. It feels much like now. Thank you so much for sticking with DeX. You are showing me you're welcome. You're welcome. I have 4K monitor, but Samsung DeX only works in 2K. Is this a problem of my HDMI cable, or is it because DeX does not support 4K? Samsung DeX at this moment do not support 4K. Maximum resolution, actually I can show it to you. So if you head to Reddit and look for a group called Samsung DeX, and if you search resolution, there's a post made in this group, and where is it? It's here you go, 164 upvotes. This list contains all the resolutions that currently Samsung DeX supports. So if I'm going to zoom in, Samsung DeX officially supports the following resolutions. And you can see as a 16:9 is 1920 by 1080. If you have ultra-wide monitor, which is 21:9, is going to be this. 3440 by 1440p resolution is the biggest number you can pick. 2K will be 2K. Samsung DeX supports 2K, but sadly at the moment Samsung DeX do not support 4K. I was talking about this last Saturday live streaming, and me and the chat, basically we almost agreed that if Samsung will ask us what we want, bigger resolution or dual screen, we all want dual screen support. I think 4K for Samsung DeX would be a bit of overkill. I don't know, just Samsung DeX I want to be productivity machine. So dual screen for my use would be much better than 4K. I rather have two 1080p monitors, or even if we're lucky, two ultra-wide monitors next side by side, and we can run Samsung DeX on both of them. So technically we're gonna end up with 4 monitors, because if you go on an ultra-wide monitor and a snap app to the left, it technically takes almost a similar size as a 16:9 aspect ratio. So hopefully that's what's gonna happen. I don't know, but 4K doesn't support at the moment. Microsecurity used to turn off web protection every time DeX turns on and off. Accessibility options had to be a turn off and on for web protection to work. I contacted them and they fixed it. Great. Very rarely when Samsung doing something. Will Blender work on Termux or Userland? Yes. Comment from SS. Let me show it to you. Actually no, let me show it to you. Let me show, right, if you see my screen, SS, let's write Blender. A while back I done a post which is called Donut. This is me on Samsung DeX. Sorry, let me rephrase that. What you see here is on the left is Windows Chrome browser showing, as you can see, a Blender Guru tutorial on how to create a donut. On the right hand side this is the Debian distro running inside Termux, which is running inside my Note 9, and VNC server being pushed to connect to that instant from Windows machine. So I was using a Blender inside distro via VNC while watching the tutorial on the left. So basically, yep, I was using Blender and was editing according to a Guru tutorial. The thing is that, as you can see, according to this video, I'm on a part 5 out of whatever parts it was, and I stopped because at about part 5, basically somewhere here or at the end or started the part 6, the Blender started to struggle in the VM, inside the Termux or Ubuntu, etc. Actually, let me see. I have Ubuntu installed. Right, okay, VNC server -start. I want full HD. IP, what's my, oh right, is it ifconfig or IP config? Okay, IP ADDR, fantastic. I'm gonna have to find my IP address. Okay, hold on, I'll quickly check it out. So what's my IP address? My network scan, maybe later. Oh, I can't find my, what the hell? because I connected via Ethernet. My Samsung DeX is connected via Ethernet. It's not showing my IP address. So how the hell I'm gonna connect to a VNC if I don't know my IP address? Let me check. I'm quickly gonna connect via different location. Okay, apparently this is 79. Okay, apparently 79. Oh my god, remote tricks. Let's try. Okay, 79. Close. Here we go. We are inside the Ubuntu, whatever thing is called. Let's do sudo apt get update, and we're gonna install Blender. This is Samsung DeX inside my Galaxy Tab S6. Because I installed the unmodified version of the Ubuntu, I'm not sure if the browser is not gonna work. Oh, come on. Install Blender from terminal. I can't remember. I can't even type today. I can't remember the command that I need to get this running. Sudo snap install Blender. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work. Sudo apt install Blender. Oh, okay, it's happening. 400 megs. Here you go, Mr. SS. We're gonna try to run Blender. G, in your view, how much life is in the DeX platform? Samsung recently partnered with Google on the Wear OS platform and is helping developers developing Wear OS into a fast OS. Is there attention elsewhere? Samsung DeX, right? Okay. It doesn't feel safe. Samsung DeX doesn't feel safe. It feels that this is like a junior developers at Samsung decided to create something and just just throw stuff at the wall and see how much of that is gonna stick. So sometimes it feels that Samsung doesn't pay attention to this Samsung DeX thing. They just created this, launched into a world, and that's it. On the other hand, is that a lot of things online, a lot of companies, not a lot of, quite a few companies integrating Samsung DeX into their workflow. And it's not like some mini company, some small developers or some small company around the corner that has only 5-10 staff members starting to use DeX. There is quite a big companies that starting to use Samsung DeX to do their stuff. One of them is not like a company, but one of them is the Chicago Police. Last weekend during a live stream, I showed a video where Chicago Police installed Samsung DeX stations into their cruisers. So when the policeman sits down to do the thing inside the car, they take their Galaxy phone, they dock it next to armrest, and their computer and everything lights up so they can reply to emails or whatever. And when they're going to, let's say, in the house or somewhere, like, speak to a witness or somebody, they take the phone with them, so they take all the information with them. It's not like they type on the phone, they sit in a car, and then they do this inside the internal computer, so like retype everything. They do everything on the phone, and I think they were showcasing this with Note 9, if I remember correctly. It's quite old video, to be honest. So these kind of things that popping up, this gives me hope that Samsung will carry on sorting Samsung DeX, because the Chicago DeX, because like Chicago Police doing this kind of thing, Chicago Police Department, Chicago Police Department DeX. Where is it? I'm gonna play without the video, without the audio. Sorry, I'm gonna play without audio. Yeah. Amazing case, whatever. Where's my mouse? Mouse is not showing on a YouTube video. Here we go. Go back. Here we go. So what you see here is Note 9 docked into a specific sort of case that connects to this tablet and the keyboard. So because of these use cases, these kind of things happening, I don't think the Samsung DeX will kill it, but just because the Chicago police done it, doesn't mean that Samsung DeX is safe. Because Samsung partnered with Google to make Wear OS better, I hope that Samsung partnership with Microsoft will make Samsung DeX better. Because Microsoft is a productivity king. You want things to get done, you use Windows, you use Microsoft things. Yes, there is alternatives, yes, there is a free versions, etc. But overall, Microsoft, in my eyes, Microsoft is the king of productivity. So if Samsung will play cleverly their partnership with Microsoft, I hope and I believe that Samsung will make Samsung DeX more better. And they need to start with, like, not pushing at developers, but kindly nudging them towards making their apps optimized. A while back, somebody on the Samsung DeX Reddit group asked the question, is the Samsung DeX at the perfect state? I mean, do we need to upgrade anything else? And overall, Samsung DeX is actually in very good state, like functioning. It's very good state. The problem is the apps. And you can't blame Samsung because your Spotify app doesn't work properly on the Samsung DeX, because Samsung DeX or Samsung has nothing to do with it. It's the Spotify developers that just, I'm not saying that Spotify picked like example. I don't think that it's running badly, but it's just developers of the app needs to start thinking that there is the Samsung DeX environment where apps like emails, notes, coding, etc. Like last weekend, somebody suggested me to start using this A-Code, and it's great. I don't think the app developers like thought that this app will be used on the Samsung DeX, but it works great. I can code and stuff, and it's like amazing. So Samsung, I hope it's gonna survive. Is there a website that lists all the screen shortcuts for KineMaster Samsung DeX? I don't think there is a shortcut. Hold on. KineMaster keyboard shortcuts. Here we go. KineMaster hotkeys. Let's have a look. Here we go. Community KineMaster. I'm gonna copy this. Can I watch my own live stream? That would be amazing. So I'm gonna watch my own live stream. Fantastic. Here we go. A link to your KineMaster shortcuts. If you, who's asked over this? The shortcuts, the keyboard shortcuts. So this is a web page where community KineMaster, and this is the on screen and etc. Shortcuts that you can use with Samsung DeX. Next one, do you have a PC or are you using DeX daily? I do have a PC. Actually have two Windows machines. One is for my work, and this is, I've already said like a million times why I'm using Windows right now for work, but not DeX, just because certain programs I need to use, restrictions that I need to apply or need to obey by the company I'm working for. that certain programs can't run. I can't get certain programs to run in DeX or in virtual machines. It needs to be the physical computer because they've been linked to that. But as soon as my work is finished and I've done my day job tasks, I'm using Samsung DeX to do other things. Like lately, I started to mess around with the Docker containers. So I have, this is a portainer which is links to my Docker server, and there is, let me quickly move the camera a bit. There, this RGB kind of thing. This is the two Raspberry Pi 4 8GB models running two servers. So I have main one, and I have the Raspberry Pi second one, and this is the Google VM that I'm running inside the Google Cloud. So this is the Google. By the way, we have a Pi hole running on Google. Google's Cloud VM hosting the Pi holes to stop ads showing up from Google. Google helping me to block the ads from Google. Anyway, so all these kind of things, obviously, yeah, I can do easily on Windows machine, but I just feel, it feels satisfaction. It feels amazing that I can do these things from Samsung DeX. And another thing why I'm using Samsung DeX for these kind of things is some of the apps, it just gives me more information. Raspberry, more information inside the DeX and environment. This is the app. If I click on this, it's just gonna show me the performance of my Raspberry Pi. All this in an app. Amazing layout. I can see, okay, 1, 5, 10. Okay, what we have here. Fine. Yes, on Windows I can go and dummy up something like this, but it's just more satisfying to do these kind of things on the DeX. Even right now, like I'm messing around with this Grafana. I'm planning to have this running behind me on a monitor, and all this I'm gonna set up via Samsung DeX. It just gives me satisfaction because I can do this with Samsung DeX, and it just proves that, oh, you can't set up servers from Samsung DeX, blah 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 blah. So Samsung DeX is my personal life machine, and the Windows is my work machine. But I was using Samsung DeX for about 8-9 months last year, and it was basically, I was using Samsung DeX for my work for 9 months straight, and actually not one single client or no one noticed that I'm doing a work badly, just because like Samsung DeX was great. Specific use case makes sense. I would love to have seen a Note Ultra Fold series come with a keyboard mouse dock as a DeX edition. Yes. Samsung Z Fold 3, if that will be launched with the docking station, like everything included, that would be actually not bad business kind of setup. You buy the phone, which includes everything you need to just set up the workstation minus the monitor, let's say. And the keyboard and mouse, yeah, let's say a perfect docking station for not only Fold, but for Samsung Fold and all the phones before that, because like this, okay, this is great, but you maybe will be able to put the Fold in, but you need to fold the Fold in. But like Samsung needs to release Samsung DeX Station 3, let's call it this way, that will be compatible with all the Samsung previous phones. Can you explain about gaming on Samsung DeX? Gaming on Samsung DeX basically is same as on the Android tablet. If you run the game inside Samsung DeX, imagine you're running this on a giant Android tablet, and in some cases without the touchscreen support. I'm currently using UPerfect X lapdog, so I can run the game. So for example, if I'm gonna go and run the game, let's say, I don't know which one we should game. You have a lot of them. Here we go. Xenover. Actually, no, Titan Quest. Oh yeah, Titan Quest. Is that the second one or first one? Anyway, so I'm running Titan Quest game. Imagine you're running this on your Android tablet. And the thing is that some of the external monitors that people are using with Samsung DeX do not have support for touchscreen. So almost every single Android game will run on the DeX, but not all the Android games that are running inside Samsung DeX will support keyboard or mouse or controller, or all of them. Just it's hard to say which game will run which. Like for example, this one, I don't see my mouse pointer. I know that I'm clicking some things here, but I don't see a mouse pointer because this Android game just not really supporting the keyboard and mouse inputs. If I go, for example, on to like Lineage 2 Revolution, I know this game will work with the keyboard and the mouse because the game is not specifically been designed by developers to work on Samsung DeX. It's just this game, when developers were creating, they knew that this game possibly will be used a lot with the Android emulators on Windows. So they added this kind of thing. Plus, I think this game is very, very popular in Asia. So that's why they added this, because they know that the amount of players that are gonna play there with a keyboard and mouse is much bigger than in Europe or US. But other games, it's not. So gaming on Samsung DeX is hit and miss with Android apps. But obviously there is a things like GeForce Now. If I'm gonna go into GeForce Now, and let's say I'm gonna go, where's my game that I was playing recently? Let's click on this. Cloud gaming. So from Samsung DeX connect to a cloud gaming machine is easy peasy. I'm gonna quickly connect to the game that here we go, Transport Fever 2. I've been obsessed with it, Transport Fever 2, for quite a while now. So right now I'm just gonna connect to my virtual gaming session, and I will be able to play this game as I would on the Windows machine. So gaming on Samsung DeX is, if you're using the Android apps, is hit and miss, but cloud gaming services works great. And I was using Shadow PC. Now I canceled the account. I'm right now with GeForce Now, just because the games I want to run can be played through GeForce Now. So why I need to pay £30 a month when I can pay only like $8.99 here? How you edit your videos? Originally, this is a question by Jojo. I started using Power Director Pro Android app to start editing videos. Then I jumped to Windows. I used the Windows a bit. Then I jumped back to Android. I was using KineMaster. And now I'm using KineMaster a bit, and I'm using the, what's this called? Theodora. I'll show you in a second. I can't remember what this thing is called. Let me quickly close that. There is a company called Wondershare. Here we go. That's the one. I'm using a bit of their program called Filmora. So I'm using a bit of Filmora and a bit of KineMaster. A bit of like both. Because I'm not gonna stick to one video app. I just want to try a lot, or as much as I can. At the same, DeX was my main PC in my new Note 9. I was struggling to keep up. At some time, DeX was my main PC in my new Note 9. I was struggling to keep up. Why Linux on DeX? I had so many hopes for it. You mean like why Samsung killed Linux on DeX? My thought about Samsung killing Linux on DeX is because of they just tried it, and I thought that it's not gonna stick, but it actually was very good. Here we go. I'm running Blender in Android. Running Blender on Linux distro that's running on Termux, that's running on my Samsung DeX. That's been a while since I done this. So here we go. Oh yeah, I think it's a left click, right click, Google go away. I can't remember the controls, but yep. Oh yeah, as you can see, this is me zooming in and out. It's not like me trying to kill, but this is how lag it is. And I was using Blender for a bit. It's just not. Blender is not the app you want to run inside the virtual Linux distro running on your Android. Do you know why Samsung Z Fold 3 doesn't have DeX mode built in without a monitor? I think this is Samsung that just thinks there is no need. There's no need for that. And Samsung Z Fold, yes, I think that if you would run DeX on the Samsung Z Fold screen, it would work. If they had an option, you will be able to use some things, etc. But then Samsung Galaxy tablets, I think this is the a very good range of products that should have Samsung DeX natively showing up on the screen. Z Fold is a bit, oh look, I can run DeX on there, but you try use it and you realize that, imagine, right, let's say you have Windows machine, okay? Let's say you have Windows machine. Grab a piece of paper, a couple of pieces of paper, and just block the screen to be like this size, somewhere in a corner, and try to move all the windows and everything in that location and be productive. Huawei made their Mate 3, I think it's called, phone run their desktop UI on the phones, but this is just flexing. It's just, oh look, we done it. From a productivity point of view, it's just a pain in the ass to use it. So I do agree with Samsung, and same times I don't, that they're not allowing this. It's just, I can't see DeX being a productivity machine when it's running on Z Fold screen. You're holding your phone and you just do some bits, etc. Get Termux running on your Galaxy phone and then VNC into Linux, etc. Its phone is just too small, and DeX is just not going to be what you're going to do. If the DeX runs on a Z Fold screen, most of the times you're probably going to play games, but games runs anyway on a full screen, so basically this is no point. Run the DeX to run the game in the full screen when you can run game in the full screen at the first place already. So it's like, I don't know. Screen recording in DeX, IK, yes, a screen recording app called Screen Recorder. I had that one here on my toolbar. If I click this is the app. I click on this blue button and it gives me an option. Do you want a screen recorder, voiceover, a screenshot, settings, or exit? So screen recorder. Most of the Android apps, most of the screen recording apps will do that. I'm using a screen recorder. I think here we go. I still have the shortcut here. So I'm going to say share. I'm going to say copy the link. I'll go into the YouTube, find my live stream, and I'll paste the link inside the chat. Here you go. Screen recorder. That's the screen recorder app I've been using for almost a year now. Somewhere about a year. One thing, just to let you know, I'm not sure if you noticed or you haven't. When you screen recording a Samsung DeX and you unplug the Samsung Galaxy phone from your DeX setup without stopping screen recorder app, screen recorder app will corrupt the file or will not save the file at all. Either way, you will lose your screen recording video if you will not stop screen recorder app prior disconnecting your Galaxy phone. I hope that makes sense. So make sure you save your screen recorder video before you're unplugging. Galaxy Galaxy Fold 3 5G DeX edition. Keyboard S Pen up to optional DeX monitor gaming pass. Yes. Comment from a G in the chat. Dream setup from Samsung will include. Well, it's a fake setup, but we hope. Well, we wish for this. It's a Galaxy Fold 3 5G edition. It's called DeX edition. That will include a charging dock with a keyboard, a mouse, S Pen, and optional 4K monitor. So you spend $2.5 grand and you get best Samsung DeX setup you can get. The Z Fold has enough screen real estate to officially use DeX, I believe, especially with the keyboard and mouse. Well, this is from Dak Nasty. I tried Samsung, well, not Samsung DeX. I tried Linux distro to run on the Z Fold 2. My boss, the company that I'm working for, he owns Fold 2. So I had Linux distro via Termux set up on there. And it was pain to use. It was pain to use, interact with Linux. It was fine if you run one window at the time. I mean, like inside the Linux, I had the terminal running. I had to blow up the font size to like 7 million just to see what the hell is happening inside the black screen. But I was using like terminal inside the Linux and I was moving pages around. But as a productivity machine, I tried to reply to an email via Linux running inside the Z Fold 2 or Fold 2 screen, and it was a madhouse. All the text was just looked like a dots to me, like a Morse code. So yes, you can, some people will use it, but from my point of view, I just can't see DeX being natively running on a full screen, being a productivity machine. Is there an app which I could set up keyboard keys to a buttons on a specific game? Yes, there is an app, but this is a question from Misaka. There is an app for that, but the app just don't work inside the DeX. App just will not work inside the DeX, and this thing is called Key Remapper. I think it's Key Remapper or Key Mapper. Here we go, Key Mapper. Basically, what this app does is you connect your USB keyboard to Android device. It records the binary code of the keyboard button you press, and you can assign other button to do that. So if you press, for example, I don't know, let's say you press, you see key codes, that's where they store the codes. You click R and you want refresh. So R stands for refresh, but it's actually F5 for refresh. So you map that R binary code is like 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. It will be mapped to something. It's like a port forwarding, if you know what I mean, on the router. So basically, I'm talking about this app. I'm not showing you a screen. My apologies. So yeah, Key Mapper. And like I said, it has this option. It's free to use. I don't think that requires a root. All the apps that I'm always finding, I haven't rooted any of my Galaxy phones, and I'm not planning to do that for another year or so. So all the apps that I'm recommending, they are non-root. I think it's non-root. So this is the app, but this app will not run inside Samsung DeX. It just will not run inside Samsung DeX. Will DaVinci Resolve run in Termux like Blender? Ooh. I haven't tried it to run DaVinci Resolve inside Termux, but I just don't expect performance being great. This is right now we talking running a big program inside the Termux. It's already that the Linux distro already is struggling just to navigate through Blender menu. So what's gonna happen if you're gonna run the DaVinci Resolve on there? It's probably gonna just die. Oh, Michi's in. Good morning, Mr. Pascal. Good morning, Michi. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing great. I have a problem with using Microsoft Office 365 on Samsung DeX. When I add a picture, a shape, or a table, and it doesn't let me move or resize it with Bluetooth mouse. I can resize just with the DeX touchpad. Okay. You add like into Word file, isn't it? I think you're talking about Word file, because you say you want to add the table. I don't see a point to add the table inside the Excel, because Excel already like a giant table. Here we go. So this is the Microsoft Word. So I'm just wanna add a picture, just making sure I'm add the picture that is the okay. Can I add this? My little one took a photo of the ceiling. Oh yeah, okay. I never knew you can't resize it. No, hold on, it should allow you to resize. What the hell? Okay, touchscreen works. With a touchscreen is great. Here we go. This is the actually a very good example of developers just not thinking about Samsung DeX, and this is Microsoft. Microsoft partnered with Samsung to make Samsung DeX better, and the app is rubbish. I'm confused. Why it doesn't allow me? Crop the picture. I don't want a picture position. Resize. Ugh. So it's like manual resizing. Can I at least? I can't even turn around. Oh dear, 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 dear. Wow. Great. Okay, hold on. You said you're using Office 365, so you have access to office.com. Let me try a different way. Again, I'm just quickly swapping the camera angles, just because I don't want. I'm connecting to Office 365, my work account, so I'm just making sure that what you will see is what I'm allowed to show you to you. Okay. I'll quickly just gonna add the picture from device. Which picture? Can I add this? Here we go. So this is the Office 365 website. Yes, it does work here. Okay. Well, at least that works. Okay, not defending Samsung about the, or Microsoft about the Android app. When I use Excel or Word, I most of the time using a web-based version, because it just I don't know, feels better for me. Insert the table. So if I'm gonna say 3 by 3, yeah. Did you see a green screen of death on S20 Ultra? What? There is this green screen of death of S20 green screen of death. Holy moly, it's actually sorry, I thought you're joking. I really thought you were actually joking. Worried about the Samsung green screen of death? 2 possible ways to fix it. This is just S20. Fantastic. So this is not the phone I'm gonna buy. Perform a factory reset. Yeah, I would do that as well. Wipe the cache partition of your Samsung. Oh yeah, volume up and down and do this recovery stuff. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I thought you were joking about this green screen of death, but I'm using my main phone is Note 9, and I'm not gonna replace it for another a year or so. If my Galaxy Tab S6 will get the most recent One UI version, I don't need my phone to be with the most recent update, because Samsung DeX device, my main Samsung DeX device, is my Galaxy Tab S6. So if my phone Note 9 will be a year or two old or behind of all the updates, I don't really care. It's fine. Right, how's the Google doing? Let me quickly check my Google VM. Okay, so is the Pi-hole running as well? I think Google killed my Pi-hole. My Pi-hole server, that's what I mean. Where's my Pi-hole server? Oh no, it's still running. Okay. So Google, how many ads you blocked so far? Fine. Do you recommend buying S10e to use or DeX on it? Right, okay. What phone you have now? I mean, what phone? Misaki, your current daily driver, is it like Note 9, S8 Plus? Hold on, have you mentioned that already? Let me check. No, someone else mentioned that they use S8 Plus. What's your current daily driver? Are you sometimes using Samsung DeX without the monitor? Also only with your Galaxy tablet? And what keyboard you use when? Yes, sometimes when I know that I'm gonna do some bits, like when I will do some of the things, like right now, what I do here on my DeX is like setting up this Docker stuff, running containers and everything, just using everything done through DeX. These kind of things I know that I'm gonna do for an hour or so. So I connect my Galaxy Tab S6 to Ultra monitor, because I need as much, like the biggest possible screen real estate I can get. So I connected this. But when I'm using just on a Galaxy tablet, just MX Master, I'll grab MX Master with me and I'll take this. This is the Logitech K380 and a MX Master Bluetooth mouse. I take these two with me. My Galaxy tablet is in the case, and the case has built-in kickstand. So I just open the kickstand, put everything down, and that's it. Currently, I'm using a Galaxy Tab S6 with S Pen as my daily driver. You don't need to upgrade your S10 to S10e phone. Galaxy tablet, right? If you want the best possible Samsung DeX experience, Galaxy tablets are the way to go, because it's like so much better Samsung DeX device than the phone. Yes, the phone is small, it can fit in the pocket, etc. But just with the Galaxy tablets, you have so much potential, so many possibilities what you can do with Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX will run natively on the screen and is going to be much better than running on your fold phone. My battery, this Galaxy Tab S6 battery life is like day one. I haven't noticed any problems to a battery life. and I've been using and abusing Galaxy Tab S6, and the battery life is almost the same as on a day one. And it just, I take my tablet with me, and I know that I took the Android tablet, the DeX device that can run outside DeX and native on the screen, the gaming machine. I can play cloud gaming services on that Galaxy tablet screen. It's like all in one, all the devices that I want to use in one place, and it's amazing. So Galaxy Tab S6 with the S Pen. I actually sometimes use Samsung DeX just with the S Pen. It's just so much versatility when you're using Galaxy tablet compared to a phone. So if anybody, I've been saying this for a while now, for months, the best Samsung DeX device is Galaxy tablet. Currently I'm muted to yet. Right now, after this live stream, I'm gonna take my tablet, grab the keyboard and the mouse, go in the back garden, sit down, and just carry on setting up all this my Docker stuff and etc. Just because it's like, it's amazing. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in like 10-20 seconds. Okay? Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Thank you for waiting for me. What's the time? After 4. I keep getting this message. Can't sync data. Check your network connection. What is it about? Is that the Samsung Sync thing? Let me quickly check on mine. What is it? Accounts. Oh, I can't see accounts. Here we go. It could be that Samsung account. I think you need to just retype Samsung account to get it, your contact details and etc. to be synced. So yeah, Samsung DeX. Possibly. Oh yeah. Next week I might start reviewing NextDock 360. Hopefully it's gonna arrive early start in the week. Then this gives me enough time over the week to test it out for productivity and stuff. So video is gonna be done. Lately I started be a bit lazy with my videos, and that's I don't like it. I want to be more productive on this, so I want to be more productive. Yeah, it sounds more like a Samsung account, because the originally there was Samsung Drive, which then got axed because of Samsung and Microsoft partnership. So right now Samsung is advertising the OneDrive, so you can use a OneDrive to sync your stuff. I think it's something to do with a Samsung account. I could be totally wrong, but I think it's more of a Samsung account thing. Oh, oh my goodness. Right, I need to start thinking how to get this showing up on one of my portable monitors here. Don't know. It's gonna be a fun project. Don't know. Do you know why Android app VNC viewer do not supported by DeX? And do you know other alternative for that one? Sorry, I missed your question earlier. Probably you already gone from his chat, so I'm still gonna answer if you're still watching. VNC viewer app is very picky on what kind of environment you will start. For example, I have VNC viewer installed, and if I'm gonna try to run it, it's gonna say VNC viewer. It's gonna say VNC viewer cannot run the DeX. It's designed for touchscreen support. But the thing is, sometimes it's actually working, even if right now I'm using the touchscreen. So this is the UPerfect X laptop with a touchscreen. So I'm using a touchscreen to interact. Here you go. This is my, sorry, the wrong mouse. This is the mouse for Samsung DeX, and I'm still controlling the app drawer with a touchscreen. So VNC viewer sometimes very picky where you start or in what kind of environment you will start. The alternative to be, and it's chargeable, but the alternative to be is app called Remotrix. I'm using this one right now to connect to my Linux inside Termux, and we installed Blender in this machine. And Remotrix allows you not only have the VNC, but VNC, RDP, and NIR. So VNC, obviously, like virtual VNC to connect to VNC servers, and RDP is a Microsoft Remote Desktop Protocol. I think this runs on like 3200 ports or something. So VNC, that's the app that I'm using to connect. It's not perfect. This app is not perfect. It does have a bit of weird stuff happening, but it works. It works, and I suggest Remotrix. I think it's cost a bit. It's not like 59 pence app. It's not like 59 pence app, but it does the job. Sudo apt-get update. Sudo apt-get upgrade -y. Let's go. Hello, is there a way to hide top taskbar on DeX on most apps running in a full screen? Sadly, there isn't. There isn't an option to run or to hide this. This is basically depending on the app developers. When the apps, again, this is me not being a developer of the programs, but the general thing what's happening with this is inside the code they add the line saying to hide everything around it. That's why some of the apps, when you run, you will not see the taskbar at the bottom as well, because apps covering it. So they just not fully enabled the taskbar at the top to be hidden as well. So this is if one app hiding the top taskbar and another app don't, this is the app developer's problem, because it's not like Samsung fault. Otherwise, all the apps would behave the same way. Will Handbrake run in Ubuntu in Termux on Samsung DeX to compress videos, or can the VLC player run this? Okay, interesting. Let me get this upgrade done. We're gonna try to install via VLC then. We went with the Blender. Let's try install VNC. What I want to actually install on here, or try to install, is the tail scale. I'm wondering if the tail scale will be able to install. So this is the. Here you go. What you see on the left is pretty. Sorry guys. What you see on the left is pretty much what you would get if you would run the DeX on the foldable phones. Where's my bloody address bar disappeared? What the hell is going on? So hold on. This is weird as hell. The Samsung, okay, tail scale. I don't think the tail scale actually will install, but we can try it. So I need to curl this thing. Where's my terminal? Can I paste in here? Fantastic, I can't. Sudo apt-get install. Oh my god, can't type today. Install Chromium. Will it find it? It says already here. What? Really? Internet. Chromium browser. Yes, it actually is. Tail scale. I want to see if I can install VPN tail scale inside the Linux, inside the Android system. Paste. Paste anyway. Curl not found. I don't think that's actually gonna work. But we're gonna try anyway. That's what I like with the, one of the things that I like with the Termux and this stuff. I can mess around as much as I want, and when suddenly something's happened, I can wipe it and start fresh within like 10 minutes. No way. It's actually, I actually don't think the tail scale will run. Will DeX scale to 32:9 ultra-wide monitor 51220 at 1440p? Well, if you will see the Samsung DeX picture on that monitor, you will see 3440 by 1440p resolution stretched. the Samsung DeX highest pixel number is 3440 by 1440 pixels. Anything higher, image just basically, sorry, hit the mic. Everything higher, just image will be stretched. So you installed the tail scale. So can I actually start this tail scale? Right, sudo. Okay, you're shouting because of sudo. Failed to connect to local tail scale. It doesn't appear to be running. Because I can't. Because yeah, this is Oh well. Let's try to install sudo apt-get install VLC. Holy moly, it's a lot of things it needs to download. How many megs that's gonna be? 152. Let's do it. Let's see if VLC will run. Come on, VLC is getting installed. Oh, I just checked the time. I'm gonna have to shoot. I usually live stream for an hour and a half ish, and it's already hour and a half. It's hour 25 minutes. I'm gonna shoot off because I'm gonna go spend some time with my little one. But now we're just gonna try to install VLC and see how it goes. Tail skill don't want to get installed. Rubbish. Anyway, that's fine. What's under Debian? Do I have a Debian Buster? So this is like okay. Okay, VLC apparently get installed. So we go under media, VLC player. Nope, don't want to run. I can't see enter full screen. I can't see the VLC starting. Let's close everything. Blend is killing probably all the resources. No, VLC don't want to run. We definitely got VLC in. VLC is not supported to run as a root. Sorry, if you need to real time. Oh. Needs a bit of tinkering to get that working. Okay, let's close that. Let's close that. Close that. Termux is running. Tail scale is running. I don't need this. I don't need this. And running this. Let's check. Is everything's fine with my... Okay. Right, guys. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna finish the live stream. I'm gonna go. Once again, thank you everybody who jumped on a chat, had a quick chat with me. I appreciate. Thank you very much. I hope we're gonna do the same next weekend. Next weekend we're gonna try to do something different. I might unbox the NextDock 360 live, or just have a go or something, or maybe invite some guest. I think I need to get someone else on the live stream as a guest. If you're keen, if you want to talk to everyone and explain to, well, describe your Samsung DeX setup to everybody who's watching, anybody in the chat, let me know. If you're not camera shy, we can try to do something. Share your experience with community about your Samsung DeX experience, about how Samsung DeX is working for you. That actually would be very cool. Get someone as like anybody like in a chat. Just chat. Just have a quick jump into this call, into this stream. Just have a chat with everyone else. Just share your experience, because it's only me who's telling you how DeX works, etc. That would be actually very interesting to hear from someone else. I'm gonna think about this, having something like a community live stream. If you're not camera shy, let's do this. Through a Google Meet or something, I'll give you a call and we just do a live stream. And you can explain how the Samsung DeX works for you. Anyway, it was a pleasure to speak to you, everyone. Getting a flashing blue light on my Perfect X and it won't turn on. Help. Okay, first thought through my head. Is it charged? Because I knew that I'm gonna have to live stream today. So I got my Perfect X charged overnight. So it's charged, okay. And question 2, once you connect to a power, and give like 2 minutes or so, and it doesn't start either. Once you connect to a power as well. Basically, this is my last. Okay. I can't remember. I think Perfect X has the soft Perfect X soft reset. Somewhere I seen a message how to do like a reset. You know what? What I'll do, I'll drop a message to Perfect. After the stream, I'll drop a message to Perfect. Ask them for advice on this. Let me see if I can get your details of a stream. Okay, I can't get your details of the stream. If you are on Reddit, ping me on Reddit or Instagram or Twitter, your details or something. I'll get the message to Great. Okay, let me quickly find you. Cesspool. So what is that? I'm just like search here. What the hell, Reddit? Yo, Samsung browser, you're annoying me. Right. Drop me a message over Reddit. I'm trying to find your nickname. I can't. I don't know. Reddit on the DeX is playing up, especially in the Samsung browser. Drop me a message over Reddit, a DM or something, and I'll get the Perfect X, send them a message about the flashing light. Ask them if it should be like a soft reset or something. So drop me a message as soon as I have any answer from them. I'll keep you posted. All right. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone who's watched this live stream, participated, had a chat. Thank you, everybody who clicked like. I have amazing community behind the Samsung DeX that really I really appreciate you guys spending your time watching this live stream. I really, really do. It's not a bullshit. I really do. Anyway, thank you everybody who joined me on this live stream. Any questions, any problems you have with Samsung DeX and etc., head to Samsung DeX subreddit group. There is a lot of people there, 15,000 plus people, ready for your questions. They will give you as best answer as possibly can. We are Dexperts, as you can see. You can trust us. We are Dexperts. We are. So any questions, jump in here and leave your question here, and someone definitely will give you an answer. If you want any additional information, check Samsung DeX wiki page. We keep the hubs list updated with possible outcomes if you want to use it, and portable monitors and etc. And everything there. And what's gonna happen next Saturday about same time, I'll do live stream as well, and I'll see you next time. Thank you everyone who watched this live stream, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.